What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And what I want to talk to everyone about today is why hasn't Rick returned to his group? Obviously, we know it has to do with the actor and wanting more time with his family, but on the show, how are they going to cover the 6-year time period that Rick has been gone? If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything Walking Dead. Consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Rick Grimes was the main character on The Walking Dead throughout the first 9 seasons. This story revolved around him and his group. We know in season 9 he was taken away from the group after blowing up the bridge to save them. Jadis saw him injured and traded him to the CRM in order to go be part of them as well. And if you need more information on who the CRM is and what we know about them so far, I made a video recently I will put down in the description. Check that video out as well so you can get an explanation on who the CRM is. But why hasn't Rick come back to the group? He would have recovered from his injuries by now. He knows where Alexandria and the other groups are located, so why has he been gone 6 years? I will go over a few possibilities of why he has not come back. The first and least likely, in my opinion, is amnesia. Did he forget about the group due to memory loss from his injuries? This could be possible due to how big of an explosion it was and how close he was to it. The fact that the noise level would have been really loud and he could have possibly hit his head while falling into the creek below. I honestly don't think this would be the case. If it is, I will be really disappointed because that would just be lazy writing. I truly do not see this happening. This is the least likely theory that I could think of or I have seen posted somewhere. So the second theory could be that he has been held prisoner. I have read and heard this a few times as well. This is more likely than the amnesia, but I don't think this would happen either. I mean, there are 3 movies coming out, and unless we are going to be watching a Rick version of Prison Break, this wouldn't be a good way to have 3 movies. I just don't see them having Rick locked up for 6 years, kind of the way they had Negan. I just don't see that happening. It would not really benefit Rick. It would not benefit the show. And it would not benefit the movies as well. So these last 2 are the most likely I think will happen. We know Rick is a type of leader that would want to get back to his people. He would do anything to help them, especially since Judith and RJ are there. He wouldn't want to leave them without him being there to help protect them. That being said, would Rick take this time and opportunity to grow as a leader in the CRM? We know the CRM is a group of 3 big communities that are trying to make the world what it used to be. Would Rick stay and wait to become a high-tier leader in order to go and rescue his community and family? In the beginning of his arrival, he wouldn't have much pull to do this. He would have to gain their trust and become someone of relevance in order for this to happen. Could this be the plan that Rick has? This does seem like something that is very possible. It just seems like 6 years would be a long time for him to have not sent any communication of some sort. Unless he was unable to do this, maybe Rick is waiting for the best and safest time to return and get his family and community. Maybe they placed Rick somewhere else in the country and he has no way really of getting back or navigating back to Alexandria, and they kind of having to do the almost recruitment thing that Jadis was doing for them. Maybe they placed him somewhere and have him doing that. That could be another possibility as well, but we shall see. The next most plausible one is similar to one earlier, one that I was kind of thinking about for a while. Remember I talked about Rick being held prisoner. Instead of being held prisoner, what if Rick is at a place where he can't leave? If it was possible at this CRM location, he is unable to. Maybe he tried before and was caught and they transfer him to a different location. We know one CRM location is in Nebraska, but why wouldn't they have an island type of location as well? Once you clear the island or naval base, for example, you wouldn't have to worry about walkers from nearby cities, nearby states, making their way to you. Would also make it hard for Rick to leave because, at least to our knowledge, he can't fly a helicopter or a ship. Rick is more than likely at a place where he is unable to get back to his community and family. Some place like an island, maybe even a big naval boat. I don't know how they would keep it running. Fuel would be kind of hard for this. Maybe something they have just afloat that they send ships back and forth to. Something or a place where Rick is unable to leave, and he has been unable to convince somebody to get him to where he needs to go. Now, I don't think this is the first place they took him. I think they took him somewhere else and possibly transferred him, like I said. But that is the most likely thing that I could think of. Well, let me know what you think down below. What you think is going to on with Rick in his absence. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And you guys have an awesome night.